one sounded good as it hit the back of the pocket. Stephen will take a lead into the second session, but he really would like to drive the point home and take a big advantage through. I always think that in this round, when you've got 9 frames, 6-3, you know, you've still got work to do, but when you get to the stage of 7-2 or even a greater advantage, you don't really see the comeback happening. That's the cue ball there. So this will take a good shot to continue the break.
16.
Just didn't quite get into that. In fact, I think he probably hit the wrong red, actually. Might have tried to hit the red on the left of the pack. Now, how's he going to pot the next red? He may not even try. But he's in attacking mode. Doesn't often refuse balls.
Yes, well, the possibility he could play this red to the left middle, a chance of being on the black. Good pot, but he's lost the cue ball. He's just overrunning a fraction off. I suppose not hard enough. Maybe he did play it off the 2 cushions. The black is cuttable, but it's tricky.
Again, though, he's going to take it on. He's already looked at the potting angle. Playing a bit low on the cue ball. He's not just rolling it in either. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a difficult shot, not only the pot, but when you play it with a little bit of soft screw.
24.
It was well played. He's not perfectly on a red still, but he's still got something to go at if he plays this red. Oh, this is difficult. Run by the pink. Very, very good.
25.
Well, that one has fell in off the jaw as well. Let's have a look at this one. Safe to say that this table is not playing difficult pocket-wise. I mean, you could easily see that one staying out.
33.
I think it will change. You don't expect them to play easy throughout, but it is a newly recovered cloth on here, and the cushions as well, but that's just slid in.
$41. $48. $49.
Well, he's on reds and blacks. I think he would like to continue along that line. He might even, if the chance came, continue on the black rather than taking a lower value colour. Obviously, as we always say, you've got to put the frame on the board first, but the fact remains this is a good chance to make a very big break.
57.
Well, he's made 10 in competitive play.
64.
Including here at the Crucible.
$65.
And you always always wonder where the pink's going to be. It's just away from its spot. It's unlikely to ever be on its spot during a chance for this, and it's really an open play. Everything's there.
$72.
Just a little run through. Sometimes you think that the only thing that can go wrong is a bad contact or something, which of course no one wants to see.
73.
Well, you couldn't have them set much better
80.
than this for a maximum.
81.
As I was saying at the, well, in between frames, what a great temperament Stephen Hendry has
88.
always had. Forced it in and has finished absolutely imperfect. He can play for any red he so wishes here.
Just a question of getting high up the table on a certain red, and
96.
it would have probably been the most difficult of the three to get on the black from, but it's going to happen here if he gets the pot.
97.
Once again, imperfect. This for the century, but bigger fish to fry after this. Now needs an angle on this red to the right middle. Got it.
104. $105.
Yes, high
112.
drama here. This red, followed by the black and the 6 remaining colours.
113.
Well, this is absolutely perfect. Can't fail to be on the yellow. Wow, can you believe this? And very similar to the shot that Cliff Thorburn had on this very table, this one. Little run through onto the green. It's almost the same shot, isn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately, Stephen is stretching slightly. Cliff wasn't. He was a little bit further away from the yellow. There's not been a century break made in any ranking event this year, so we've got a rollover of £40,000. People are praying for this. This is the key shot. In it goes. Perfect on the green. £40,000 for the maximum, £10,000 for the highest break of the tournament. So these 5 remaining colours for a bonus of £50,000. And another magical crucible moment created by the king of the crucible, Stephen Hendry.
Just one more shot, getting onto that blue perfectly, would surely seal it.
129.
Well, if he can play on the pink without touching a cushion here, which I'm sure he can, what a chance this is.
Decided to play for the pink into the middle rather than hold it. His temperament has always been his main strength. Can he just hold it together for 2 shots?
huge breaks, although Ricky Walden did have a 69 in frame 3, but he has won all 5 frames. There's confirmation, bottom centre of your screen. A great start for the man from North Wales, Ricky Walden, leading the Essex man now by 5 frames to 0.
Well, it's pretty obvious that that first frame simply affected Stewart slightly, you know, and he hasn't really got it together since then. And there's been a couple of chances for him to win the odd frame, but Ricky has really pushed on here. Wow, Stewart's got to try and steady the ship here somehow.
Yes, first to 10, remember, taking the title. And the money, £75,000.
Well, there's still 4 frames available, still 4 left in this first session. But I would suggest that if he comes out of this 6-3, he would have had a result.
Right now, he just wants to get 1 frame on the board, just to get his name on the board. Otherwise, it will be doing his head in. All credit to Ricky Walden.
Mm. Oh, he's having a go at this red on the right-hand side. Black is available. It's fairly straight, though. Always come across it. Well, Stewart can cut this red into the corner here. This is an early chance for him. I just wonder whether he can get a cannon into that red and possibly stay on the black. If not, go down for the blue. Well played.
1.
Yes, the cannon helping him. And there's a few on here. Mike, look, the red's already spread very early on.
Well, he needs them to be like this, and 5-0 behind. He needs an easy chance, really, to one, to get some rhythm, and 2, to get some confidence back, because obviously it's been knocked slightly in the last 4 frames. I mean, from that first opening frame, we saw that he should have won. And, it's all gone away from him slightly, so he really needs to dig in here in this first session.
9.
We often say that, okay, it's 2 sessions for the final, best of 19, but you can't win the match in the first session, but there's a possibility that you can certainly lose it. But this is a great chance.
16.
He's just got to remember that how well he's been playing this week to get here.
7.
Just keep the positive thoughts and not the negative ones.
Trouble is, Mike, it's easy for us to say things like that in the commentary box, isn't it? But when you're down there in the arena, the audience is watching you, the people at home on the television watching you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, pressure's on.
Very much.
Mm. But that's what it's all about, this game, is sitting out 1 or 2 frames, even 5 frames, and suddenly getting that half chance and then clicking into gear and coming back.
24.
It's not easy. And it's not as if you can put the return back over the court, over the net, I should say.
25.
You've got to wait for your opponent to miss, and sometimes they don't. Let's not forget the wonderful clearance he made in the final frame against Mark Davis in the semi-final. You know, he led 4-0.
Yeah, that was a cracking match all the way through.
Mark came back to 5-4, lead 5-4, levelled, and then he made a 1-3-4 in the final frame. That was great stuff. He's got to remember things like that.
32.
Yeah, that was a great 1-3-4 under pressure. Both players under great pressure they were in that semi-final. Oh, 5 reds, 5 blacks.
41.
41.
Well, this £2,000 high break prize, of which we look at Ricky in the chairs, which Stuart's holding at the moment with a 143. But as we have this rolling system for the maximum, it starts again in earnest this year. It's £5,000 actually, and nobody makes one, and it rolls into 10,000, then 15.
49.
But so there's a £5,000 bonus this week for a maximum. But he's sitting at the top there with that 143, which we thought would be a good target actually all week.
Well, it's his target to beat, and well, he's still on blacks here, Mike.
Yeah, the priority, of course, is to win the frame, and then suddenly, if it presents itself, then so be it. But at the moment, he's desperate to get frames on the board. Well played. Well, if he gets another couple of blacks, he might be thinking about it. Just those two reds that together they're slightly awkward, and of course then the one nearest the pink. There's still a little bit of work to be done here, but again, like I said, it's making sure that he can put himself in a win position in this frame before he thinks about that. And he's dropped that a little bit short. To be a touch higher on this red here. Well, will he go back for the blue, or will he have to go through reds here to get onto the black?
Well, two more reds and the frame will be secure.
Big decision. Well, we know what his thinking is, don't we?
Well.
He could have easily gone back for the blue there. That's a great shot.
Interesting that he played that particular way when the frame was not yet secure, still not secure. But in goes another black, Mike.
Yes,
and this is now frame ball.
And he's nudged that red away from the pink as well. This is interesting. Make sure of the red.
Thanks.
Well, the black really secures the frame, and then he can start thinking about the maximum. This has been very good so far. Just make sure of this to really make sure that Ricky stays in his chair. Well played.
That was a good shot.
Now then he'll be thinking about maximum. But again, a little bit of work to be done.
He's had two in his career, Stuart Bingham. The first one was way back in 1999.
81.
That was on the UK tour, and then he had another one in the Masters qualifying in 2005.
You'll play a little nudge on these two near the pink spot, I think. But wouldn't it be great if we had one in the opening ranking event, actually? Oh, well played.
Now, that's a great shot to develop those two. OK, he's pushed that red a little bit down the table, but that's OK.
This is a great chance now.
Well, the frame won. He's got his first frame on the board. Now it's all about reds and blacks.
It's all about that £5,000 bonus as well, and a little bit more history in the record books.
He's had 4 centuries here all so far this week, including that 143, which you reminded us about, Mike.
Well, let's not forget, it'll be back-to-back tournaments, won't it? Because Hendry made one in the Stephen Hendry made one in the World Championship. This is the first ranking event of the new season. So we used to think at times when there's one going to come, and now we're disappointed if they don't make one.
Yes, there've been more than one occasion when we've had 2 maximums in the same tournament. Remember that World Championship a few years ago with Ronnie O'Sullivan and Ali Carter?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think they've got a mini Bentley each, don't they? I think Ronnie said that's a new Bentley for me, and Ali made one the next day, so he's getting a smaller one now.
Oh, that red just flicked the knuckle, but it's still there. One more red to get rid of before he concentrates on the colours.
Well, this is a great reply here. He needed to do something, but what a way to do it if he got the maximum.
Trouble is, Mike, sorry to dampen the proceedings, but it only wins you 1 frame. And,
yeah, well,
you know, he'll still be 5-1 behind.
Well, but at least he's got his first frame on the board, and it's bound to give him a lift.
There's the last red.
This is superb.
Now then, what angle has he got here to get down to yellow? Just about enough, I think. Yeah. Bit of left-hand side on the cue ball to help it on its way. Oh, this is like the Cliff Thorburn yellow at the Crucible all those years ago. He's got it. He's got it. Nerveless. Well, only his nerves, if there are still any there, are going to stop him from making a 1-4-7 here. He's been there before, twice. Oh, he's just overhit that a little.
Well, 3 balls here to guarantee himself. Well, not guarantee, because it could be another one, but there'll be a £7,000 bonus on top of whatever he picks up today, whether it be the runners-up check or the winners check. Well, we said we needed a response from him. What a great effort this is by Stuart Bingham.
Terrific stuff, Mike. Surely he's not going to miss this. He hasn't done. 147, the 3rd maximum of Stuart Bingham's career. It only wins him to 1 frame, but a bit of drama here at the Wuji Sports Centre. But for the record, Ricky Walden still leads here, 5 frames to
Break.
But after the loss of the previous frame, he will be down. And Trump, of course, is on a considerable high. Higgins needs something positive, and quickly.
Eight. 9.
Here today, Higgins appearing in his first world ranking event final since he won the 4th
16.
of his 4 world titles. That was at the Crucible
17.
in May 2011, last year, when he beat Trump 18-15. Super match that was.
Down. 24.
Now, he had a 1-4-7 attempt in the very first frame. Judd Trump potted 14 reds, 14 blacks before missing
32.
the 15th red from distance. And looking at the balls here, 1-4-7 thoughts might be going through Higgins's mind. I think at the moment his main objective is to get to 73 and put the frame safe. But if you look at the configuration of the balls on the table, you have to say a 1-4-7 can't be discounted.
$40. 41.
He knows what's required when it comes to making maximums. He's put together 5 in professional competition. 3rd on the list, only behind O'Sullivan and Hendry.
$48. 49. 56. 57.
Well, this is the highest break from Higgins of the match, eclipsing the 37 he made in the previous frame. And you have to think 147 is a growing possibility.
$65. 72.
That doesn't help matters. But potting the red here and getting position on the black is still on.
Okay.
Needs the extension on the cue and the extended rest though. And this is frame ball. Well, I think now it's pretty fair to assume that John Higgins is going to get his first frame on the board. That's a minor triumph in itself. Already frontrunner for the £2,000 highest break prize of the tournament, which is 135. Made that against Sean Murphy in the semi-finals yesterday. Now he's hunting down the £10,000 bonus that goes to anyone who makes a 147 in the TV phase of the tournament. And after that, why not?
88. 89. 96. 97.
Excitement building here. I think he'll do it from here, you know. I really do.
104. 105. 106. 112.
Doesn't want to be too straight on the black, and he isn't. Run, ball, run. We don't want to see the scoreboard. We want to see the white. We know he's on the maximum. We don't want to see the crowd either. He's perfect.
$122.
The only possible problem here, the pink is not on its spot, so getting down from pink to black might be a little more troublesome than normal.
125.
Now though, only 4 pots away.
$129.
Come on, John. Oh, this is a knee knocker. This is a knee knocker for £10,000. Can you believe someone moved behind the pocket there? Recompose. Refocus. $147. John Higgins, 5-1 down. Might not be in heaven, but what a fantastic performance. Nevertheless, a standing ovation from this Shanghai crowd. We've had 2 147s in ranking events in China this season. Stuart.
First frame
From it,
Tom Fortebeck.
for the PTC Grand Finals in Galway in March, plus 7 qualifiers from the Asian Players Tour Championship. In the PTC order of merit, Matthew Stevens stands 75th, Tom Ford 55th, so they could do with winning the tournament to get themselves into contention for a place in the 32-man field in Galway. Their respective world rankings are much higher. Stevens 14th, Ford 26th. Various other matches going on. Thepchaya Unnu of Thailand leading the Scottish veteran Alan McManus 2-0. Aditya Mehta of India and Judd Trump level at 1-1. 8. Nine. 16. 17. 24. 25. 32, touching ball. 33. 40. 41. 48. 49. 56. Developing both reds into potable positions. 57. 64. 8 reds, 8 blacks. 65. It hasn't taken long to do it. $72. 73. 'This sizable crowd sense what's in the air. 80. 81. But maybe that wasn't as clean a contact as Ford would have liked. Cue ball certainly hasn't bounced out as far as he would have preferred for the black. Pretty good shot to avoid other balls. 89. 90.
96.
This is the most difficult red in terms of accessibility.
97.
But Ford happened to drop on it.
$104. 105.
A little under strength.
112.
Needed to be straighter on this red. With the cannon off the pink. He retains black ball position. And he hasn't put the pink safe. Would have preferred to have been on blue for middle, but straightish to corner isn't too bad. This is it. This is the maximum coming up. Terrific! What a start! What a break! Tom Ford opens the match with a 147 maximum. Let's see.
Have a dig at. That's more. Davis didn't get away with that.
It's another bad contact. So I think you find though when you're not playing well, you're not striking the ball well, you do tend to get more kicks. I'm not saying it's all the player's fault, but I've always found that. You get a pure strike, you sometimes get a bad contact. That was a lovely strike. Got the right action at the cue ball there.
16.
Yes, I think of all the players on the circuit who play this wonderful game, I think it's probably John Higgins who's made more comebacks than anyone I've ever seen. We need a special one this evening again.
24.
Beat Mark Selby in the World Championships one of the years that he won. 12-10 down, he won 13-12 against Selby, and it's the best I've ever seen anyone play at the Crucible and lose that year, Mark Selby. He was absolutely sensational, and where John Higgins found that from, I'll never know.
25.
He's done it lots of times, and all the players know.
$32. 33.
For John's 5th black. I think he's just okay. I don't think about a play for a black this time unless he just drops onto the top red of the two that's together. Yeah, that's the shot he's played, so
49.
maybe he's deciding. He's 5-2 down. Can he pinch a few quid?
And you, of all people, can't have a go at him for that. You smelled the max run.
48.
That's the first thing on your mind.
$49.
Quite ironic if he went on to make one. You're saying
56.
he hasn't really had his shooting boots on this evening, certainly break-wise. Nice break of 47. If he does make it, it'll just be another 100 on top of that.
57.
Maybe it needs something like a maximum to wake up John, make up his focus. Still okay.
64. Yep.
Put the right hand side of these two reds and he'll just be following the cue ball through and cannon the other red. Stay on the black. You'll have to disturb the 5 reds at some stage because they don't pot.
I think it might be now.
Well, just wonder if he plays a cannon on the right red of the 5. The bottom red may go to the left pocket, but he's got to remember he's got to win the frame first as well, so got to keep an eye on his black. Well, in fact, he didn't have to play a cannon. And in potting this red, he's going to be disturbing the 4 reds, so this is a great chance.
$73.
Red to the left of the 4, will pot to the right corner.
So this is one of the great advantages of having the open arena here. People on the other table are well aware of what's going on.
81.
Watch. You can see the scoreboard and hear what's going on, so everybody transfixed by this.
$88.
Red to the left centre. Be looking to leave an angle in the black, I think. I don't think any of the 3 reds pot without disturbing them.
89.
Just sneaked into the right hand side, so a cannon on the right hand side red of these 3.
Yes, and the cannon has got to be quite firm here. Get the cue ball up the table a bit more. That's it, that's why he hit that a bit harder.
96.
Don't want to kick now.
97.
At the center. 104. Would like to play the red in the middle first, but I think it's too straight.
$105.
John's already made a maximum this season, of course, in the final of the Shanghai Masters. Needs that cue ball to run. Needs an angle.
112.
He's just off straight the wrong way. It's going to be a difficult black, I feel.
$113.
Absolutely pure. Couldn't play that any better.
We said he needed something to happen.
120.
Get him in focus and ready for the rest of this match. And you couldn't do any better than this.
122.
Can you hold yourself together and make the maximum?
I always think this is the shot, isn't it? Get nice in the brown, you've done it.
$125.
Now if he's dead straight, just has to screw back the side cushion. This should have a nice angle on the blue.
$129.
Absolutely perfect. What a performance this is.
134.
Superb, John Higgins.
Coming up.
104.
Eight. 9. 16.
1
17. $24. 25. 32. 40. 41. Yeah. $48. 49. 56. 57. 64. 65. 72. 73. 80. 81. $88. $89. $96. $97. $104. $105. $113. $120. $122.
come on, Judd. Come on, Judd. Come on, Judd. Come on, Judd. Come on. Come on, Judd.